Hey everybody, I am back with another video, and this video or this thing I want to talk about is truly God's doing, because I had another topic I wanted to talk about. I had another, I had a whole nother agenda, but God put something in my spirit and I got to share. So today I want to talk about divine location. We all go through seasons in our life. We go through good, through bad, through indifferent, through stable seasons where it feels like nothing is happening. We all go through those type of seasons in our life, because life is a journey, not a destination. So I want to talk today more about, where you are now, where you are today, where you are in this season of your life. It could be the worst season in your life. It could be the best season in your life. It could be a season where you feel like nothing is happening for you. But I want to tell you that where you are in this moment, where you are today, where you are in this season of your life, is where you're supposed to be. Even if it's the worst season in your life and the hardest thing you're going through in your life, there's something in that season that you need. Whether something needs to come off of you, whether something needs to be instilled in you, whether your character is being shaped, whether there's something you're supposed to learn, there is something for you in this season. And I'm gonna give an example. Before I first moved to North Carolina, like, I did not want to move to North Carolina at all. Like, that was so like against me. I was just like, no, there's no way I'm moving to North Carolina. And I kind of handled things wrong in my life, and I ended up in North Carolina. But what I didn't see as something good for me, it was truly a blessing. You know what I mean? God sees further than we see. God knows more than we know. So what I failed to realize at the time, and what I see now looking back, I needed to come to North Carolina to get a lot of things I didn't have. For example, the first job I had when I first came to North Carolina, that job needed me more than I realized. You know what I mean? They needed my talents, they needed my abilities, they needed my marketing skills. Like, I contribute so much to that company, or so much to that job, and it's like they really, really needed me. You know what I mean? So, and another example is a year or two after I came to North Carolina, my father was diagnosed with cancer. And even though that was a hard season in his life, it helped me in a lot of ways. It helped me to be selfless. It helped me to care for somebody else. It helped me to grow as a person. I was the one back and forth taking him to chemo. I was the one back and forth taking him to doctor's appointments. So I know in the beginning of my journey, or when I first came down here, I was very selfish. You know what I mean? So God used that situation to allow me to become selfless, and allow me to care about someone else, do for someone else, to initially serve. So I just want to encourage somebody, where you are in this moment is where you're supposed to be. That job you may hate, that job you may love, there's something there that you have, or that someone else needs, or there is something that you need from that job. So instead of looking at it like, I hate my job, I don't want to be here anymore, find out what am I supposed to learn in this season? How am I supposed to grow in this moment? What am I supposed to learn? You know what I mean? What is God saying to me about me? And even if you're in a crazy relationship right now, what is God saying to you about you? What do you need to work on? Do you need to work on your attitude? Do you need to work on your love, the way you love people? Do you need to work on the way you love yourself? You know what I mean? I know a lot of times we're always expecting or wanting somebody else to change. Well, a lot of that times we need to be the change that we want to see. If you want that person to start treating you better, then maybe you should start treating yourself better. You know what I mean? Because essentially you attract who you are. Um, I want to get back to, I don't want to go off. I want to get back to divine location. I want to talk about where you are in this moment, in this season in your life. What are you supposed to learn? How are you supposed to grow in this moment? What What is this season saying about your character? Are you selfish? You know what I mean? Are you a person of integrity? You know what I mean? Are you a man or a woman of your word? You know what I mean? So instead of despising, or instead of being like upset with where you are in your life, learn from it. You know what I mean? Learn from the people that you're around in this season. Learn a lot about yourself. Figure out, you know what I mean? Like, what is this saying about me? What is this situation saying about me? Do I need to learn how to manage my money? Is my credit poor because I need to learn um, how to properly pay my bills on time, or how to um, take proper care of my credit cards? Like, what in this season, what in this moment is being revealed to you about you? You know what I mean? What are you supposed to be learning? How are you growing in this moment, in this season of your life? So I hope to encourage somebody. I hope to let you know that where you are in this moment, in this season in your life, you're right where you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? We get so caught up in like rushing our life away and wanting to get out of this situation because it's so bad. But before you rush that situation out, figure out what that situation is telling you. You know what I mean? Life is the best teacher. Life is the best teacher. And we learn lessons every day. You know, it's just a matter of us, seeking wisdom and looking for guidance, and learning about ourselves, and learning our identity is something that I talked about in another video. So I hope this blesses somebody. Where you are in this moment, where you are today, is right where you're supposed to be. The word says all things work together for our good. All things, good, bad, different, indifferent, ugly, all of it is working together to shape our character, to build our integrity, um, to grow us. So instead of despising where you are, know that where you are is right where you're supposed to be.